Okay. How can I avoid the induction of labour?
Right, gosh. All right. Well, avoiding induction of labour, I think induction of labour is partly to do, or avoiding it, is partly to do with how healthy, mobile you keep yourself in pregnancy.
Yeah.
If you manage to keep your weight down to a healthy level, you'll be more active.
Yep.
The more active you are, deeper baby's head tends to go down to the pelvis. Yep. And when the head's in the pelvis, in a nice position, more pressure on your cervix to release those hormones that trigger labour. So that's really, really important. Yeah. And also babies, you don't need to have 9 and 10 pound babies.
No,
so as long as baby's growing on its curve, staying on its curve during pregnancy, and it's not dropping below it in weight, it doesn't really matter how little weight you put on in pregnancy. If you're feeling well and you just grow a nice average size baby.
And everybody's body stores different amounts of water, and I know I think I put on 20 kilos. In my, but it wasn't fat, it was water. I was storing a huge amount of water. And then as soon as I gave birth, all that water went, and I was almost exactly the same as I was before pregnancy.
Yes.
Even though I put on 20 kilos.
I know, it's incredible,
it's
isn't
amazing.
it? But of course, when you put on all that weight, it does make you less active. It makes you feel less like getting out there, walking, swimming, doing your training, walking to work instead of taking the bus, and all these things help.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Especially in the later stages, it helps your circulation, so you don't get that pooling of fluid.
Yeah.
Also, in terms of diet, if you reduce your salt intake, you're less likely to retain fluid.
Yeah.
And we do know that excess glucose intends to increase your amniotic fluid volume. And if you have an increased volume, you have this big baby, or what appears to have a big abdomen, not a big baby.
Yeah.
So I think there are ways that you can help. There are no guaranteed ways, but some of the alternative therapies can help too, such as pregnancy reflexology.
Absolutely, yeah, which you do.
That's right, yes, and with some quite good success.
Yeah.
If there's, but with all of these things, you don't want to wait until you're 40 weeks, because then you're firefighting. You reach that golden day, suddenly the labour doesn't start.
Like, I'm giving birth today.
No. So if you want to give birth, sort of around your due date, it's better to implement these things earlier on. So at 36 weeks, if you're going to start some sort of therapy with the idea of it helping to initiate labour, start then.
Yeah.
And the other thing is keeping your bowel empty.
Okay.
Because you want baby's head to win that space in your pelvis. So if you're on iron tablets, which can make you a little bit backed up, make sure you've got good roughage, plenty of fluids that keeps things moving.
And the exercise as well.
Yes, the exercise helps keep it moving for sure. So that's really very important too.
And there are lots of different positions for labour which are really helpful to just try and encourage that baby's head down.
Oh, there are the opening up, the stretching up, opening your pelvis. Because don't forget that your two main, the pelvic muscles and ligaments and those bones down the front there will separate because your pregnancy hormones relax the ligaments. The relaxing, exactly. And just that, that sort of half to a centimetre is enough for baby's head to go down into the pelvis. So open up. So once you know that the baby's in a good position, and ask your midwife to palpate your abdomen. The baby's in the anterior position, then start opening up, get baby's head tucked down and, lined up for labour. Yes.